does it ever happen when a woman recognizes you or finds out who you are? How do they react? Is it along the lines of, oh my God, that's Mystery, the magical pickup artist wizard. He's gonna wave his magic wand in my face and make me fall in love with him? Or Zan, he writes sexy books and looks like Johnny Depp. He's just gonna want to get with me and never call me back. Well, what's the deal with this?
There are generally two types of scenarios that present themselves when I go in field. There are the hot approach sets or groups, and then there are the cold approach groups. I can tell the difference immediately because the hot approach groups, I've already uploaded my demonstrations of higher value into those people's heads prior to my arrival through my TV show, through my books, through my works that are all available online. Anyone who does a search on me will find quite a bit of entertaining content. So that looks like fame to a lot of people. So from the hot sets, I'm getting people knowing me already, approaching me because they know I'm genuinely an approachable human. And they come up and want to take a picture with me and tell them that they've read my book and have good things to say. But if it's a legitimate cold approach pickup, which is what I'm famous for being good at, I have to start from scratch, which I do. I start from scratch, and by the end of the interaction, they're going to treat me like it's hot game because I've uploaded DHVs, demonstrations of higher value, into the set. They're going to treat me accordingly. Make sense?
Yeah, Mr. Because you were you were much more in the popular culture consciousness than I was. I'm recognized by guys, not women. I don't. I need some groupies, you know. But I get recognized by guys if I go out a lot, as you do too, right, Mystery?
Yes,
But
sir.
and yeah, like you said, they want to take a picture. Hey, I saw you on YouTube or whatever. Um, but not so much girls. You know, the idea was to surround myself with girls. That's why I got into this in the first thing. I'm surrounded by guys. What can I say?
Well, it's a case on my end too. There's a lot of men in field, in the public gatherings that recognize mystery, but they oftentimes have girls with them.
Mhm.
And those girls see their boyfriend or, male friend reacting to my presence in a very excited manner. It gets the women excited to meet me too. So those hot game
Of
moments
course.
are wonderful social proof. If I have a woman with me in my group and she sees a fame moment, as long as she doesn't have to hold the camera, she's impressed by the moment. And if you get a couple of those, two or three of those in an evening, and a woman sees that, she'll recognize that you're famous. Now, again, I'm only famous for being good at cold approach pickup, right? So it's the best of both worlds, to be honest. If people don't recognize me, I'll go in and they'll get to meet me. And if they recognize me already, well, my work is a little bit easier.
I've had to explain to women that I'm a dating coach and that I have a relationship with Mystery, because I'm typically not recognized by women either. In the Chicagoland area, I will occasionally be approached by a dude who's seen me in a podcast or what have you. But yeah, I have to explain to women what I do, and I have to explain to them my connection with the pickup artist, not just a pickup artist, but the pickup artist. What I've found is that what I've found is that women are actually very understanding and non-judgmental for the most part. Every now and then a girl's radar goes up. I'm red flagged somehow by all of this, but for the most part, I found that women are very open-minded, understanding, patient. When I give them my story from start to finish about how this thing evolved, it's usually all gravy.
I
Already,
have
any
to
other
I,
comments?
I have to say one thing. I have a lot of respect for this, you know, because guys need some help and they've needed help for a long time and it's a sincere thing, you know. The pickup artist community gets a lot of flack because of manipulation, but there's a real need and it's a real honest thing. And I've never moved away from it. And neither of you, Mystery. Here's
I'm
there's only
still
of us old
teaching.
guru type guys from back in the day. Well, not gurus, but you know what I mean. The old OG guys. There's only a few of us doing this. Are still having a conversation about men and women. Like people moved on to business coaching or authenticity coaching or ayahuasca retreats or whatever it is. But just this idea that the conversation of men and women is fascinating. That social energy is incredible. And I have a lot of respect for that because there's a real need for that. For young people and older people, there's a strong need for it. And there's no good messages for men.
So, me and Dexter were kind of talking about this recently when I interviewed him, about like the history and how some of it has been lost since you guys go back way more than 20 years in terms of what you
Mhm.
have been doing in your own personal lives in this game. And some of the history has been lost. And what I wanted to do is recenter everything with Game Global and have all the information available. Not like everyone's information, but recording
Mhm.
history. Because I found that when coaches, like you said, do their own things, they might drift into another direction, do sales or something, and then their websites will be shut down. Things will change. And then that knowledge, which was genuinely valid, their own personal advice, whoever the coach may have been, and that then becomes kind of lost. So it's great to have everything come back together again. This is why I really wanted to do this old school game panel, as I call it, to really get back in touch with the roots of game and
Mhm.
stuff alongside that.